It is the British finals, two bros weekend. My first pro qualifier of the 2025 season. Now, if you've been following my vlogs, I'll be keeping a close documentation of this prep. And I thought it's about time that we get a videographer in so we can get some cinematic shots and see behind the scenes of the actual registration and show day. Now, today is 1 day out. I have checked in this morning at my lowest weight yet, which is 108.9. Yesterday's vlog, you will have seen that we dropped food volume, dropped protein, but kept feeding throughout the day. And as the day went on, I woke up at 111.7 kilos. So we've dropped 3 kilos across the day just by bringing the food volume down. But the look has maintained. I woke up probably one of my best looks this morning, super tight through the mid, but held fullness. Now, plan of action today, weigh in and register at 5 p.m. and my weight cap is 111.6. So obviously across the day, waking up light means that I can actually feed into this registration and carry on drinking water, which means I won't flatten off too much. We'll check in at 6 p.m, get a tan at 6:30 p.m, and then we can do all the magic. Feed a bit more food and the super subs. So plan of action now, it is 10:15. I've had one meal already, which was, I'm having the same meals all across the day now because they're all weighed out specifically. Is 100 gram of sushi rice, 100 chicken breast, raw weight, and then 30 raisins, and then a rice cake and 10 grams of organic butter, which is absolutely lovely. I'll show you it in a minute, but firstly, we're gonna check in. So I'm basically gonna have that. While I'm having that meal it's all weighed out specifically. 1-to-1 ratio of the sushi rice. The sushi rice here, why I use that is you can use it with a very low volume amount of water. So you can do 100 gram of sushi rice with 100 gram of water. So it's only 200 grams of actual food, but it's still nice and sticky and it's edible, right? It's nice. So that's only 200 grams of food in my stomach, so it keeps my actual body weight low, but the carbs are high. They're dense. Same with the raisins, same with the butter. It's very high calorie dense food to hold my fullness across the day, but then my actual stomach volume is small and my body weight stays low so I can register. So without further ado, I'm gonna go check in for my coach Kuba. If you've been following me, you know he is very meticulous with the check-ins. Before each meal, photos, weight, and then he guides me to my registration. Last registration of my show 2 weeks ago, I did a regional, won my class, just missed out on the overall. A lad, Aaron, won the overall and he's at the finals tomorrow. So the plan is to beat that motherfucker this time. If you're watching this, Aaron, I'm coming for you, yeah? We're coming with a different look, we're coming fuller, yeah? The plans have changed, different methods. So watch this, how we're gonna perform our peaking method, register, get eating, and it's fucking game on for tomorrow. I'm excited to show you guys. Beautiful sushi rice. As you can see, this is the texture of it. Made very low volume. This is a hell of a lot of carbs in here, but you know, if you're in an off-season setting, this is the secret. Make your shit low volume. So easy to eat and get all the carbs in, and then digest quickly. Feels like you're eating fuck all. Bosh. So that's 100 gram of dry weight sushi rice, 200 grams cooked weight. Then chicken, prepared earlier. How much of a touch is this? My Airbnb came prepared with a dual Ninja air fryer, the same one that I use. Making my meal prep this morning very easy. Chicken breast made earlier. Get yourself organised, guys. Show day and 1 day out, or any days out with that fucking matter of fact. Organisation is key. Get yourself prepped. Nothing to chance. Bosh. That's 100 grams of raw chicken breast, which cooks down to about 60 grams cooked. Then, salt for the day. Same as always, don't change my sodium intake for peaking. Just slightly less water today. I normally run 7 litres. Today we're doing 5. Yesterday I did 8.5 to water load, and this is to flush out water retention. Then today, slightly less, just to tighten up and also keep obviously the body weight down. Now, sodium intake is 6 grams of low salt, 4 grams of pink across the day, and that's it. Precision scales here, I'd highly recommend everyone use these for your salt because they weigh in decimal points, not just 1 gram. You need to get it exact. So for me, I need to make sure that I am spreading my salt intake evenly across all my meals. So for that meal, we are ready to go. That's my rice, that's my chicken, and then we have raisins. 30 grams of raisins. Why do I like to use raisins for peaking? They are seriously low volume, high carb. So great for an off-season setting if you want to bulk out your rice and you don't just want more rice volume, but they're also fucking dank to eat. So that is 30 grams of raisins. Then to finish off the job, we have 1 caramel Snacker Jack rice cake. Everyone knows these. If you're a bodybuilder, why do we eat these? They digest fucking easy and they're light, very light in actual weight and pretty high in carbs. Next we have organic butter. Using this for peaking. Dense dietary fats is a trans fat, so I don't use this during an off-season setting or anything like that. It's just literally for peaking, just to get some very dense fats that are going to stick, which is going to be 10 grams. I'm going to put it on the rice cake because why the fuck not? So that is my meal there. 100 grams of sushi rice, okay, into 100 grams of sushi rice dry weight, which is cooked into 200 grams cooked weight. 100 grams of raw weight chicken breast, which is weighed out at 60 cooked. So if you actually total that up, that's only 260 grams total of weight in my stomach. 30 grams of raisins, okay? So then that's what, 290 grams of food. A rice cake, which is about, I think, 13 grams, and then 10 grams. So like, we're looking at only around 330 grams of actual food in my stomach. This is what you got to calculate when you're peaking for a registration. You're not just looking at the carbohydrates, the fats, the protein. You're looking at the weight of the food that's sat in my stomach. I'll then have 500 ml of water, which has been calculated out. So total for this meal is 800 grams. Obviously, across the day, I'll then go to the toilet, etc. And the goal is to just be like this, and I'll land at the same weight at registration. That is how we peak, that is how you make weight, and that's what being a meticulous, calculated motherfucker does.
600, and she rides around with 1 arm.
Is it harder to balance for you like that? Is that what the issue is?
Yeah.
Meal 3 going down, just checked in with Cuba. I've actually dropped weight, I'm down to 110.2. The look, we're drying out. I'm getting very grainy. Keeping my fullness, but just drop that touch bit of fullness. I think I just need some more water coming through. So another 500 ml of water coming through now. We got the exact same meal as before. So 100 gram of dry weight sushi rice, 100 gram of raw weight chicken, 30 raisins, 10 gram of butter. I actually microwaved the butter into the rice this time. And then we got an extra 2 rice cakes. So 1 caramel rice cake was the original meal, which I had with my previous 2 meals. 2 more added. Water coming through, and that's it. So yeah, we got room to be filling. The look is far superior than my regional. I'm a lot more confident. When I'm posing, I can feel my muscles. Like if anyone's competed before, you know when you feel on and when you don't. You're hitting your shots and you just can't feel your muscles. I also, something else that I massively recommend, went to a very well-respected physio, masseuse, whatever you want to call it, and got a little bit of acupuncture done, deep tissue work through my lats, and I feel I can open up a lot better. Also without the inflamed jabs as well, like I just feel like my physique is just being displayed far better than 2 weeks ago. So yeah, very excited. This is going to be 3rd meal going down. I'm just going to honestly just lay on my bed now and have a nap. And then we got probably one more meal, and then we're going to go register at 5 p.m. Get that done. Once that's locked in, I can get the stress off my shoulders. I did height in 2 weeks ago. That was a stress because if anyone knows about competing, you can lose a bit of height, especially when I'm squatting big loads and like, you know, across the day if you're standing up a lot. So it's always a little bit of stress. I'm 191 centimeters and my cap is 190.5. So as long as I stay the same height, I'm good. But today I can be rest assured that I'm just laying in bed all day. So I know that I'm going to turn up and be heighted correctly. So that's that stress gone. So I know my weight cap is 111.6. So all I've got to do is just keep weighing myself across the day. As long as I don't go over that, I'm fucking happy days. So, gonna get this down, enjoy. With this, I'll have, with every single meal today and across this past week, especially when peaking, I have a digestive enzyme and a GDA. Just to aid with that digestion. I do a little bit of a walk around the flat. I'm not going out for any big walks today. I want my legs to be fully drained of water retention. Staying off the feet is the key to have dry legs. The day before the show, even the day before that, you just want to be wheelchair protocol, like just laying with your legs up. And that's how you flush away all the water retention. So if you can sit, sit. If you can lay, lay. That's the motto. Time to head to the venue. Got some food prepared. Just weighed in at 110.6, I think it was. So I'm about a kilo under the cap. So we're about half hour early. It's only about 5-minute Uber away, but get there early because you never know how busy these things can get, and we certainly don't want to be standing up queuing. So we'll get registered. That is then a massive stress off my back. The worst part of competing for me is that registration, making height and weight. Once that's done, we can chill, we can feed, and we can get that anadrol in, baby. And yeah, and then the tan's at 6:30. So then we can come back home, and then it's Bob's your uncle, Fanny your aunt, and we can relax and have an early night. Tomorrow it's game on. So let's get this fucking job done, yeah? Just landed nice and early. Just sit around now. Waiting game. But I know I'm going to be under the weight, so there's no stress for me. It was a bit different 2 weeks ago. If you watch my vlogs, I was a little bit stressed, let's say that. When I weighed in, I actually shouted. I went, yes! Always a good feeling. Here we go.
So listen, yeah. When I first saw this kid, yeah, he was doing men's physique. Yeah?
You can remember it. Good memory, yeah.
And I said to him, mate, you're too big for this game. You got to move up.
Yeah.
Look at him now. Eh? He's going to bring the smoke tomorrow.
Open next.
Good luck.
Nice one, bro.
Good luck, man. But you think I will remember?
Yeah, that's a good memory. That a few years ago. That was, and I was right on the height as well. So fuck, I didn't have to stand up. Like, I'd be my bro there, sat in the chair.
Sat in the chair, kicking back.
I was just
Living
double
his best
checking
life.
the saving. So this is what happens when you're prepared, ladies and gentlemen. I learned my lesson the hard way in Milan, when I turned up late, unprepared, without all my meals for the day. I had to stand in the queue for 3-4 hours. That's when I came in short and I had to sit in the sauna. So today we came in half an hour early. All these chumps have to queue up and we were straight in. So, this is the last bit of my water for the day. 500 ml left to go in. So what am I mixing that with? Supreme Sleep by Conte Sports. What is in this? Ashwagandha, L-theanine, 5-HTP, zinc, magnesium, vitamin B6. All things that are going to, one, bring my cortisol down, stress down, but also help induce a deep sleep. Very much needed for tonight. The best physique is the most rested physique. A good night's sleep before you're showing is absolutely key. So what else am I going to stack this with? I've also got, I take high dose melatonin, anywhere from 40 to 60 milligrams. Some people might think that's crazy, but it's also a great antioxidant. It's good for your liver lipids as well. So this will just be slowly sipped along the evening. If I was back home, I would also put glutamine in this as well, but the less supplements. And right now I'm not having any health supplements the day before the show or on the day of. It's just more capsules to digest. I can live without health subs for 2 days, just using the digestive subs. Also magnesium by Conte Sports, and this. Last 2 meals are being prepped now. So we got another 2 meals of 100 grams of sushi rice. I've got beef mince, 75 grams. We'll bring the protein down. Don't need as much protein, it's more just dense carbs. I will show you the end product. We've got a load of rice cakes, raisins, butter, dense meals to get in before bed. One late tomorrow, so I have room to push a bit of food tonight now we're checked in. And then, you know, the stomach can settle across that day. Need that glycogen and fullness to hold tomorrow. So time to relax then, just really chill out. Tonight, the plan is just eat and just keep my feet up, relax, relax, relax. Keep the mind clear, think about tomorrow, and just enjoy it. Have a good evening with my bro. And thank you, everyone. Let me take this opportunity to thank everyone for the support, the comments, the likes, the shares of all my vlogs leading up to now. This is a monumental day for me and night. Obviously tomorrow's the big show day, but the day before the show is the preparation. The stress is done now, we've checked in. The peaking process is being finalised. And now I can just take some time to think about all the hard work that's gone into it and all the support that you guys are giving me. So thank you. You're making it possible. My clients, thank you everyone for inspiring me every day. And before I've even stepped on stage, I've won.
Essentially, he's not just going to assess what's ahead of me. Now, his initial assessment is very promising, as you can see.
What's that? Right, Life Centre. Go smoke some motherfuckers, pick up a pro card, go home, Domino's, and retire.
Joe is a trooper. I always say results and accolades are earned through the process, and he's mastered the process, which is something that I love to see.
Learn from the best. Taking inspiration from the best.
It's inspiration works both ways, because when you get guys like that that actually put the work in, it certainly makes you level up as well. How do you feel when you pose just now? If you want to have one, let's rise to get more. Okay. fucking lower volume, yeah. Yep.
So 2 rice cake, 30 almond butter,
Yep.
50 honey.
50 honey cake.
Here we have 2 rice cakes. This is just a top up. I don't really need too much food. Upon review from Cuba, I don't know whether you heard, just thinks I'm a bit dehydrated. It looks good. I'm very dry, crispy. I'm sure you can see from the footage, but just a little bit flat. Like I need a lot of water to stay full. I just feel a bit dehydrated. My mouth's dry. My muscles feel a bit flat. So getting about another 500, 700 ml of water in. But I'm also just topping up that with a bit of food. So 60 honey, 2 caramel rice cakes. Don't need too much rice cakes, just because less volume. Right guys, finished. Very overwhelming. Obviously won my class, which is great. Not what I came for, obviously, but look, that's bodybuilding. We can't always expect to win. Was gutting, like, because obviously you come for the pro card, like, I hold myself to a higher standard, but so it gets very overwhelming. If you've ever competed, it's the adrenaline. Like, I get off stage and I'm just like, I don't want to talk to anyone, I just want to sit in silence on my own. So I will catch up with you next week, but I'm happy with the package I brought to an extent. It's definitely better than my regional. I was fuller, but I think I just took in a bit too much water, and I needed the toilet just before going on stage as well. So the first time I came out for the comparisons, I was a bit nervous and anxious, so I was like, I need to go to the toilet. And then after I came off from the comparisons in my class, ran to the toilet, come back, and then I was a lot better for the finals. But there was better people than me on the day, and that's just how it goes. So back to the drawing board now. I need to have a long, hard think about what I want to do now, where I want to go further with bodybuilding as a whole. Not quitting, obviously. I mean, just like where I want to see myself in the coming years, whether that's turning classic pro this year in the near future, or do I want to bring a bigger package and look to change divisions. But that's a decision I need to have a long, hard think and chat about with Cuba, and that's what's going through my mind right now, because I know that I can bring something better and improved, and I'm pretty just exhausted, to be honest. So I need to get home, relax, have a meal, have a good night's sleep, wake up in my own bed and think about everything that's just happened and the wins and the good part of this, rather than initially when you get off stage you just think about, I didn't get my card. But look, I've never not placed. Of every single show that I've done has been a competitive NPC 2-bro show, and I've never not placed. Today I won my class again. I won my class last week. So these are the things I need to think about. It's very easy to think about the negative, but yeah, until next time, we'll catch up on our vlogs next week, guys. Thank you for all the support. I know I seem a bit negative and you probably think, you ungrateful bastard, you just done like a massive, really competitive pro qualifier and you're bummed out about first place, but it's not what I came for. And if you hold yourself to a high standard like me, you'll know how I feel. But hey, love you all, speak next time.